In the edTPA module, I learned about task 1, task 2, and task 3, which is planning, instruction and engaging students, and assessment. Well, assessing student learning. Task 1 entails planning your lesson. So with planning your lesson, you should always make sure you have a central focus, and you should your lesson should always be based on standards. So it's not just something, you're like, this is a good lesson. This is cute. You have to justify it, and it has to be related to standards, teaching standards. You have to know your demographics in your classroom. So basically know your students. So you can't just make a casual mention of students' background. You need to be detailed about it. With task 2, basically it's instruction, and also entails with like videotaping you teaching the lesson. You need to make sure you get consent to have your students on video from their parents. You also need to make sure the environment is comfortable and that kids are engaged, and it's so they feel safe. You need to make sure that your video quality is good, and that people can actually hear what you're saying. Because if they can't, you'd have to do everything over, which is not fun. You need to be professional in everything you do, dress professionally, and act professionally. And task 3, you're assessing student learning. So basically, you're analyzing with student learning. Basically, you'll be looking at 3 students' work after the lesson, as you give them an assessment to see if they understood. You would look at their work, give each of them feedback, and use this data to inform your teaching. And going forward, what you would do. Next. The edTPA module was very helpful and helped clear stuff up for me for each step. One thing I learned is pay attention to your rubrics, because these will really help you be successful when it comes to edTPA and you typing up your responses to turn in. And planning instruction and teaching instruction. The edTPA module made it easier to understand what we'd be doing in our basically teacher internship year, and it really showed us how